And what were some of your first steps when you first started the company? So you thought of the brand, obviously EverForward, you had it in your mind for a while. Where did you go from there?
To be honest, I got a lot of inspiration from you guys in Gymshark because I saw everyone was kind of doing clothing and merch, and in the YouTube space, everyone's starting to start a clothing brand. Now everyone has a clothing brand, but back then it was still people like, okay, they make some shirts with their YouTube channel slogan on it, or their whatever, something related to their channels, like merch, I guess you would call it. And then I was like, okay, I want to start like a brand that's not a Max Fitness or Deadlift Bra or whatever. And I saw, I think Gymshark actually sent me a package of, y'all sent me a bunch of stringers and joggers and stuff like forever ago, like when I was right out of college. And I was really admiring. I was like, wow, like it's cool that they have these like custom bags and these like hang tags and, just like the details. Oh, it has like a neck label. And so that was like, I was like, this I think is going to be the new standard of what people are going to expect, because no longer can you do these Gildan t-shirts screen printed and just kind of shoved it in a mailer bag and sent it off. So I got a lot of inspiration to kind of step up the quality a little bit and go overseas and try to get a more unique fabric. And, then it just kind of evolved from there. So, but then I quickly learned about all of the headaches that come along with manufacturing, that now I tell, not that I tell people no one should start a clothing brand, but I'm just like, you have no, like, unless you're very going to be into this, you don't understand the amount of headaches and problems and money you're going to have to spend to get this going, and the frustrations you're going to see, and the just the errors, and you approve a sample and you're like, this is exactly what's going to be, and you get the bulk and you're like, this is very different, and then the manufacturer is like, no, it's the same. You're like, no, it's not, and then you have to fight to get your money back or a discount, and it just, I mean, you've probably seen a million times. It's not a clear path. It's so much ups and downs, and it's a lot of frustration. So
yeah, a lot of trying to iron that out as well. It does come down to processes. It does sometimes, you might have the wrong manufacturer, and sometimes, they've got to go. But a lot of it does come down to processes, approval, and just having the right people on board, especially in those places. To
fun fact, I'm using the same. I have a couple more now, but my main manufacturer is the same one that I like, the first ever one that I got my samples, my first shirt from.
Yeah.
They've swapped a representative, but it's the same factory. So that's pretty rare. And wow. I tried every now and then. I was like, I'm going to go to a different manufacturer to outsource into another one. And then I was just dog shit every single time. And, but again, a lot of things is I tried being transparent with a lot of people. Sometimes I would get items in, and instead of maybe that would be completely wrong. Whether it's the logo immediately started like peeling or cracking or something. And instead of trying to sell it and then act like it was all perfect, it happened maybe 3 or 4 times where I would tell on my YouTube channel, I'm like, hey, this is what I wanted it to be. It ended up not being it. I got screwed by manufacturer. Like the logo is peeling. It's a complete loss on this. So I want to sell it to you guys if you want to buy it, knowing this, at a 60% discount, and I'll just take the L just to cover the kind of the clothing. And people were like, really, not that they wanted defective clothing, but I guess people really appreciated that I was transparent with them, and that like I wasn't happy with it, and I wasn't trying to sell them something that I wasn't happy with. So I guess there's been a lot of steps along the way that I think has helped the brand out a lot, and documenting it is one of the biggest things, because if you just start a brand, you see so much behind the scenes, and I think people really, really appreciate that and can connect more with the brand because they've seen it from inception to its growth. And I think it really helps people connect more with the brand, rather than just being like, this is a new sick clothing company, you should get it because this is what it represents, and this is, if you wear this, like this is how you're gonna feel because of this message that's on the shirt. And I think you need to have that connection with everything. And I think a business is no different than how to get people to watch your YouTube videos, is how to get people to maybe purchase a product or a service that you offer.
Where do you want to take EverForward now? I mean, it's just like 2014 you started, so what was basically 7 years old. Where do you want to take the brand?
So we've changed a lot in the direction in terms of I really want to go to that I guess clean classic look. I like this simple minimalistic that a lot of people are doing, but I think the brand is very a non like trendy brand. So I try not to do things that are maybe fashion trends that I see, whether it's, and again, a lot of people have success in this. So I'm just saying it for my own personal brand, but maybe like long tees or things with like holes in it or things like that. Like that's just not the direction I see for the brand. So I want like a clean, classic look. I think I want a company that maybe it's for someone who maybe doesn't know how to dress in like maybe a casual setting. And I'm like, this is the apparel for you. This is, I can give you your whole look. We have we're expanding into like khaki pants and like, polo tees and button downs. And I want to like help a lot of people who maybe don't have, I guess, the fashion sense to know what to wear, what to pair with what. I want to kind of give people that direction. So